Okay, so I just got this question with my students for what is probably the 100th time, 200th time, like 1000th time. And so that's on me. And I'm going to clarify that. And basically, this is what we're talking about. I teach, and really, like, I've done this myself and see every person around me who's successful that you need to have one product and scale that one product to $1 million. So if you have multiple offers and you're making less than $1 million a year, you're doing it wrong. And so the stages go, um, you are going to, if you're making less than $1 million, you're going to sell one product or one offer. Once you cross over the 7-figure mark, so you're making more than $1 million a year, then you can sell multiple products. And so I have taught this for a very long time. I have lived this. All of my successful students are pitching just one product. I also have a ton of students who hear this advice and choose to not implement it. And that's like on you guys. Like the honest truth is that if you're going to choose to reinvent the wheel, then like go out and reinvent the wheel. And I know that sounds harsh, but the honest truth is like if you are going to choose to not follow what, it's not just me, it's every colleague of mine, everybody says is successful, then just now you at least know that you're breaking the rules and you can at least go in with both eyes open. That's totally fine. You're the captain of your ship. It's your business. I actually always honor you listening to your own gut instinct because I did things that were different than my mentor said and it turned out to be amazing for me. So just at least now you know that you're breaking the rules and you're doing it with intentionality rather than just accidentally blundering around trying to market and sell multiple products all at the same time when you're making less than $1 million a year. So, having said all that, the question that I get all the time is, okay, well, I want to do a low ticket, so like a $10 product or a $30 product or $100 product. It's going to take me forever to get that one product to, let me just put my phone to do not disturb. It's going to take me forever to get my one product to $1 million. How in the world do I do that? And another question they ask is, does they ask like, okay, I want to do upsell. So I have a little low ticket thing, but I also want to have upsells. How does that work? And so what I want to do is definitively explain to you how you're going to scale one product to, let me turn my iPad on, one product to $1 million with the different kinds of ways that you're going to do that and the different kind of like situations that come up. So let me get my iPad going and I'm just going to forever answer this question. So if you got dropped, if I just sent you a link to this video, just know that it's because you asked that question, because I honestly think I answer that question in my coaching group like 2 or 3 times a day, honestly. So we're going to let this thing, I'm just going to like refresh this. And then, yeah, it's a good question. I mean, because if you are trying to sell something that's like $10, I get why you would be like, how am I supposed to do this? How is this supposed to work? So I get that. Here we go. I'm going to pause this till it goes. But okay, so let's answer this question. How does Maria's rule of the 5 ones, so in case you don't know, I'll link to that video, but the rule of 5 ones is you're going to have one target market, one specific offer, solving one hyper-specific problem, marketed on one platform for 1 year. The minute I started doing that and started following the rule of the 5 ones, I hit $1 million in something like 7 months. So I found out about the rule of the 5 ones in November and I hit 7 figures by May. And so when I tell you like this rule of the 5 ones, it's what everybody teaches. If you read Michael Masterson's book, Ready, Fire, Aim, he teaches something very similar. So it's not like I'm pulling this and making this up. This is the rules of success. So to answer your question, how does this play into it? How does my low ticket offers play into Maria's rule of the 5 ones? And also, how do I scale my one product to $1 million? So I'll give you 2 examples, both from my own business. Okay. So not made up, real examples. The first product that I scaled to $1 million was a 997 offer. So about $1,000. And I basically sold 80 to 100 of those a month. If you do the math on that, that's $1 million business. In case you don't know what the name of the program was, it was called the Get Clients Now program. And I sold this exact program over and over and over and over and over again for like 5 years. I didn't sell anything else for 5 years. Like I just took this one product and sold just this one product for 5 years. People didn't get bored of it. People didn't get fatigued. I just got better and better and better at selling it and just kept making more and more money. So that's the first way you can do it, is with a higher ticket offer. If I had done, if I had charged $2,000 I would have had to do 40 to 50 a month. I sold it super easily. I feel like $1,000 was pretty easy to do, like on repeat. My customers loved it. I got really good at selling it. I got really good at delivering it. Like it was pretty foolproof. So that's the more high ticket way. And you can just keep doing the math on this, right? If you wanted to do like a $4,000 offer, then you just need to do like 20 to 30, I think is the math on that a month, right? So that's the one way to scale it to $1 million. It can feel easier. The second way, and the way that most people who are probably watching this video, because I probably linked you this video, is if you sell something like a $10 thing. You want to do low ticket sales. You want like hands-off courses. How do you scale a like $10 product to $1 million? So let me just show you what this is going to look like, okay? So you're going to have a $10 offer, but you're going to have one funnel. So you're going to have an entire product funnel. Now, there's a couple things I want to show you to be very clear, because I want to answer this question and I'm tired of teaching this, frankly. I just want to teach it and be done. So we're going to just make sure we get this from all the different angles and answer any questions I can think that you guys are going to have. And then this video will forever be a resource for everybody. Okay. So first thing that we're going to answer is that you are only going to be pitching this first product. So when you are on Instagram talking about how you can help people, you're not going to be talking about this $27 product, this $97 upsell, this $297 upsell, right? You're only going to be pitching and talking about this one product. Okay. Now, when you send people through this $10 product funnel, they're going to be offered the option to buy the $27 thing, the $97 thing, or the $297 thing. And by the way, these are just example prices. I have a course on how to do upsells. I'll link that in the description. These are just example prices. You got to figure out like what your prices, or I'll show you in the course. But either way, you got to determine what your proper upsell prices are. So don't think this is the gospel prices of upsells. And you also probably want to have like one or two more upsells for a total of like 4 or 5 upsells. But this is just the example. And so when you're pitching stuff on social media, you never talk about this product, and you never talk about this product, and you never talk about this product. You're only ever pitching and talking about and selling this one product. But what's going to happen is you're going to have a ton of people, if you do it right and you do what I teach, you're going to have a ton of people go through and buy the $10 product. And you're going to start to have, if we just do the simple math on this, let's say that a customer chooses to buy all of them just for the sake of this example. So that's going to be a $431, we'll just say $430, but like a $431 total order, right? So that customer went from a $10 order, which, oh my God, that's going to take forever to get to $1 million, to, oh, okay, I can actually see a path to scaling with a $430 offer. Now, you will not have, this is how it's going to work. If you think of it like, I'm going to pretend this is a balance, right? You will not have every $10 order won't upsell, right? So maybe you have 30% will buy everything and 70% will buy something, okay, besides that. So you'll have something like 30%, it's a 431, and then maybe like a 70% will at least do the $27 minimum. And then like 30% will do nothing, right? So we'll do 0. So 30% of your orders might literally just be $10, just for this example, okay? But you're basically going to have a wide range of potential order totals where like they might choose this one and this one, and then another person might choose this one and this one, and then a third person might just choose that one. So you're going to have a lot of different totals when you properly build your upsell funnel. But again, the thing that I want to emphasize is that before your customer checks out right here, buying the $10 thing, they have no effing clue that these products exist, because you are freaking hyper-focused on only pitching this one product, and you're not talking about this, and you're not talking about this, and you're not talking about that. And so you are following the rule of the 5 ones because you're only pitching and marketing and promoting this one product, but we're capturing a lot more profit out the back end. And that's, I think, what people miss when they see me say, oh, low ticket. I want you to only sell one product. But they're like, my gosh, like how long is it going to take me to scale a $10 product to $1 million? It's a fair question. And that's why I spent a lot of time answering it. And that's why I'm like, let's just make this video and be done with it. So, that was the first thing that I wanted to tell you, was that you are only going to be marketing this one product, and that creates simplicity. Now, I think that, again, if we're talking about this like low ticket, how to scale a low ticket product to $1 million, you have to have the right product. And so I just released a course on creating a product that goes viral. I'm going to share my screen and just kind of like show you what I teach you in here, because I feel like all of this is for naught if we can't actually properly create a product that's going to go viral, because it's so much, I don't want to use the word work because I think that's the wrong way to say it, but like it is a lot of intentionality in order to promote one low ticket thing. So if we're going to be sending all this traffic to it, we want to make sure we're actually sending traffic to a product that's poised to go viral. And so this was a popular course that was requested for a very, very long time. And somebody said I outdid myself, and that compliment meant a lot because I actually really tried to outdo myself. And so essentially in this course, How to Create a Viral Digital Product, I teach you how to create a low ticket product that will actually go viral. And so there's three things that you want to keep in mind that every product has to have. Every product that goes viral has to have these three things. And the other thing that I always talk about is that it's the pricing of that initial offer. So if we think about that iPad with that one product, if you're going to do the low ticket model, your pricing will either accelerate it going viral or throttle the virality process. And so we don't want you to price your low ticket product at a point that's going to cause people to say, oh my gosh, well, that looked good, but it's too expensive or it's too cheap. We want to say, oh my gosh, and that's what she's charging? This is even better. Now I'm going to send it to a friend. That's one of the many things we talk about in this course. And so basically, the long story short is I give you step-by-step tutorials on how to create a viral course or PDF bundle. Like if you don't want to show your face, you can do a PDF bundle or an audio bundle. I teach you how to do this without having to pay for additional equipment or software, best practices, how to properly structure your digital product. Because again, everything we talked about marketing and doing that upsell funnel and all of that, it requires, I'm going to just pull the iPad back up because I think it's important. I want it next to me so you can see this again. This part here, this one product thing here requires a product that's actually going to sell, because otherwise you're trying to do all this stuff over here to the right and all of this like fancy collecting profit footwork. But if you don't have the foundational thing, which is a product that you can actually take and scale to $1 million, you're shit out of luck. Excuse my language, but you're shit out of luck. And so I took for granted that people like knew how to do this. For some reason, I thought that people knew how to make a product go viral. I thought that this was basic foundational stuff, but I had so many people for literally years, for like 3 or 4 years, people have asked me how to create a product to sell. And this is what this course is all about. One of the things that I'm including now for free is this flop to viral scale, which is how to actually like A, test to make sure your product is going to go viral, but B, name a product that's so compelling your dream people have to buy. So I will link to this course in the description. If you feel like you have a product that you're confident in the pricing, you feel very like, okay, no, my product is good, I'm just not clear on how to scale it, then that's where this stuff in the iPad comes in, where I want to definitively answer this from now until the end of time, you're only ever pitching this product. Nobody knows, I'm just going to draw red X's. The only time people know about these products is when they've actually gone through the checkout process here. And so your audience, your Instagram, your TikTok, or wherever you're selling, your email list, your Facebook, whatever it might be, they only know about this product. This is the only product you pitch. And then all of this other additional stuff, again, mind you, should have like 4 or 5 upsells. All of this additional stuff here on the right is done almost like privately in the background. Because again, if we go back to the rule of the 5 ones, I don't believe you can scale a business to 7 figures, or I haven't seen it myself personally and hang out with a lot of 7 and 8 figure and 9 figure company owners. And the only thing they ever talk about what they did at the beginning was take one target audience, solve one problem for that target audience, hyper specific problem, selling one product, on one platform. So you're not going to be posting on Facebook and Instagram and your email list and YouTube. You're only going to be doing one of those for 1 year. The thing that keeps so many entrepreneurs stuck at 6 figures and below is their lack of focus and the fact that they have shiny object syndrome. So hopefully that answered that question. Again, if you want me to show you how to make a product, this first one here that's going to go viral, that's going to scale to $1 million, I'm happy to help. If you feel confident in your product and you just need the answer to the question, the answer is, yeah, you're only selling one product and you're doing it over and over again, but your profit and all that extra dollar amount is happening behind the scenes with the upsell stuff, which I will link to in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.